Ready for the mosh pit, Shaka Bra.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to StrangeCast Player One vs. World Life is Strange fan podcast. This is episode 117, Side A. I'm one of your hosts, Adnan Riaz. My co-host Adam Evalt is here. Adam, you here?
Do I say anything? I'm a really shy guy. I'm a shy guy. I'm very quiet.
You are
I am Adam.
Yeah.
I'm so shy, dude.
It feels kind of weird as well. It's not been a while since we've done this. I feel really. Do I set my stuff up as well? I was like, this is a really weird experience that we haven't done a podcast for a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you guys for being patient. Me and Adam just basically took a bit of an extended break. We did the Sam Bradley interview, which is going to be currently in the works. We're recording the 25th of October. This is also for me to remember for timestamps and stuff. But we took a bit of a break because I did the Ruth Radley interview, which hopefully should be out by the time this one's come out now as well. I'm going to get it out as the first video. And then I'm going to work on the Sam Bradley interview for the Lost Records Journal, who's Donna Montreal's art director. And then we're going back to StrangeCast schedules as well. We just took a bit of a break because we were recording things in quick succession. I had a lot of things on as well. And yeah, I think it's kind of been quite nice as well because a lot of stuff's happened and just a lot of things have changed as well. I think like one kind of PSA here as well, we're going to change the podcast a little bit, this one, where it's like, basically, if you want to find everything and anything that's happening in the day in news, go and follow the social feeds if you want, and then we'll bring in bigger topics for discussions. Like, so if everything is not here, it's not here. It just means that me and Adam kind of focusing more on topic-based conversations because it felt like some of the other topics we kind of like just skirted over very quickly when they should have had more time in previous podcast episodes. So if you see something it's in here, it might be in side B. If not, it's going to be not here. It might be pulled in a later stage. Depends on what we have, what content we have, and we're just going to flow with that. So I hope you all look forward to that. But before we start as well, if you are new here, please do consider dropping subscribe to the channel, turn notifications, like the video, share your friends. We're climbing to 2,200 subscribers. If you can help us get there, that's amazing. And StrangeCast is available on all podcast services. So we're available on Spotify with the video version, Apple Podcasts. Go and check us out there. Go and get the video version on Spotify. We have 50 ratings on Spotify at 4.8. And also as well, we have almost 340 followers as well on Spotify. So if you can go and follow us and rate us, you can download our episodes and get instant access to them. And we're on Patreon as well. So go and support us on Patreon. I will put the incentive tier up very soon, or we get to the end of October. I forgot about that. Yeah, we'll put the one up for October in the week coming. So I'll put it up and you guys can make the custom episode. We'll record it in the early stage of November because I think I completely forgot about that. Oh, yeah. No, we'll record it as normal, actually. No, because it's the end week of October. It leads into November. Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry, I've kind of messed up the schedule there a bit. But yeah, we'll do the Patreon episode as well. So please do leave anything there. So we're back here as well.
You know what I just realized, by the way? You said like it's been so long. When we did Sam Bradley, like I got the tattoo fresh, and it's been so long that my tattoo is officially healed.
There you go.
Since the last time we recorded. So I got a fresh tattoo and it's healed since the last time.
Yeah, that's
we were recording podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Abby in between it, but like I haven't seen yourself, and I was like, oh, this is a bit of a strange thing. Yeah. Like, but there have been things that have happened, so I think we'll focus on that. And just for context, this is literally going to be this, which is the new segment with like a lot of the other topics, and the next part is the double exposure one, which is going to drop on the anniversary of this game coming out. So I think like we've kind of intentionally done that. So bear with us with that. So Adam, should we kick things off? Because our first two pieces are quite big as well.
Bloody hell, yes.
Bloody hell. So I'm going to go to here. I'm going to pull up on the screen for everyone who's watching, and you can watch this via your screens. There we are. I'm going to quickly change that out for people because it'll make it easy. There we go. So as you can see here, this was the big news of the starting point. It's been a while since we actually talked about it, but on the 10th of October, Life is Strange's Twitter account posted there. If you're in LA or London, a huge Life is Strange fan, and want to make your opinions heard and get paid, we need you. And as you can see in the video as well, it's talking about another paid research group event, focus group thingy majiggy that is happening. As you can see, I was just messing up all my words there. So yeah,
Greater London.
Yes, in London or Los Angeles, you can go to this focus group. We'll have the follow-up part of this as well, which is about what it actually is, and which someone had kind of revealed. As you can see there, the dates of October and November for the UK and US. I think they should be happening by the time this episode comes out, or I think they'll just be on the verge of happening. So all important there. And I'm going to move us over to this side because I'll pull up the next part as well, Adam, because we can do that. And I don't really have any fears with that. As you can see here on the screen, there's the survey, which is pulled up. So let's just go there. Let's go France.
Yeah.
France for that. Oh. I knew that. Do you know what as well? I knew that would happen because I did that yesterday. I don't
Yeah.
know why I did that.
Here's the funny part though, like no French person is qualified for anything. So,
Wow.
yeah, just saying. Just put it out there. Yeah.
Shots fired.
But
me-
it's very. I'm also jealous of French people because they're way too talented.
Let's
You
go
know,
with-
like there's something in the water. Yeah,
So-
United Kingdom. Let's see.
There you go. So as you
Oh,
can
there
see
you go.
there, if selected, you will participate in 2 days of in-person research for one of the dates ranges below. Tell us your availability, etc. So let's just do that availability. We can attend in person as well, of course. We'll bloody hell drive down to London.
Why not?
Let's say we're male. Let's call that male one. Yeah.
How old are you?
Me,
Yeah.
too old. Mark all these. I'm a big fan of all these franchises.
You're
Life is
not a
Strange,
fan of The Legend of Zelda
Uncharted.
or Spider-Man. That'd matter.
I like Spider-Man, not the game. Very good. I don't like Last of Us.
Fine.
Actually, fine then.
What if you check none of the above?
Oh god, look at it. It's just so like, it's just like tons of like little details. Oh, there we go. So yeah, as you can see there as well, some of the questions you have previously played. I think this is the same as the other one, Adam. I haven't compared it yet, but I think it very much is similar. It's like you previously stated you played Life is Strange, which is the following games, and as you can see, it's all of the mainline entries. Captain Spirit's not on there, but as you will. So but yeah, it's just another survey which you can do, and obviously we know kind of what the results are going to the next section of the news. Well, as you can see there as well, like each of the games, what's your feelings on it? Played the game a little but did not finish. Played the game a lot but did not finish. Finished the game and replayed it. And that's including that also says there as well. Life is Strange Before Storm as well remastered.
You have not replayed Life is Strange 2. This is a lie.
We have played it. I'm putting it down, and as you can see that as well, how much did you enjoy playing Life is Strange games? And it's like hate playing it, dislike playing it. Neither liked nor disliked it. Liked playing it, loved playing it. And as you can see, you can just click these here, go across here, go across here. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one there. There again, it's the same. It's the same. It's in the original Life is Strange. Who's your romance character? They've literally done this. I think. Yeah.
Yeah. What if you romanced both?
What if you romance both? There you go. Look at that.
Yeah.
I was expecting a Vin Lang question there about why can't I tongue Vin Lang?
Smash or pass. Yeah.
Adam, we're back on the research paid focus group events thing.
Once again, I mean, Square Enix, they love their paid research. Dude, this is a make or break, man. Like I think they're just doing. Yeah, it's just another product to them. Like it really is. Yeah.
I think it's like a death spiral and like they're literally in tailspin mode because like I don't understand how like in itself as well, like there's so much invaluable feedback online. You could literally as well, even if you wanted to, and it's this simple as well, and you'd save yourself paying this much money as you are, like, it's not going to dent the coffers at Square Enix, but this does cost money. You could literally just grab everything from the Life is Strange subreddit, put it into ChatGPT, and it'll tell you what you need to know. Or on TikTok and comments, you could literally ask an AI algorithm. Not that I do that and that I advocate that or anything else with it. It's just
if you're going to go like this daft and like trying to do research, you might as well go like full in daft, full on knobhead, if you will, and just like say like, oh, I'm so lazy at doing my job that I'm just going to use ChatGPT to do my job, even though ChatGPT is going to actively take my job, but I'm going to let it do my job. But like that's just it. It's like paid research. Just talk to like anybody on a subreddit, talk to anybody on TikTok, talk to this podcast. I don't know. It's just so and you know what this all reminds me of what Square Enix is doing with Life is Strange. It's how Bobby Kotick killed Tony Hawk and Guitar Hero. He just viewed it as a product to sell. Yeah. And he went to paid research and he just did all these things. Like he used it as like a product like toilet paper. Yeah. As Tony Hawk. And that's the thing about Life is Strange. It's not a product. It is like a whole culture. Like that. Yeah. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And on top of that as well, like the other thing as well on top of that, like focus groups just don't deem the people you expect as well, because like you're like, for example, if I'm sat at home and I'm in London, what's to say I'm a Life is Strange fan? I could just like answer all these questions because you're paying me an absolute fortune to go to these paid research events. People go to them because they're not associated with the franchise sometimes. They might just go because they're getting paid for it. You're not collecting data off of like certain people, which are like, that is going to give you the idea you want. And again, it's not going to pay you an idea because you simply can't dictate a product of what the audience wants, because then you fall into the pit where you lose all identity vision. Again, is that Michel Koch line about committees and like executives, like people who are out of touch trying to make something. Like, look at the Life is Strange IP at the minute. Look at the people who are out of touch trying to create product lines from it and what they're trying to do. Are they actually talking to fans? Are they actually like really being receptive to the fan base? Look at the recent line range of games that have come out and the products and everything else in between it. And this, for example, screams again like, it's just, are we just going to go with this again? Are we going to go down the same route again and again and again and again? And you're doing focus groups because you want the answers you want to hear. This is not giving the product answers that everyone else wants to hear. This is giving what a select minority of people have wanted to do. And, death by focus groups, death by that approach as well. And, you saw what happened with Double Exposure. It's a great game with Chloe Price, wasn't it? That worked out well. And that's like
with blue hair.
Yeah, that's the de facto argument people make about that game, saying it's bad, but Jesus Christ, we'll come on to that. But I think like I just don't understand what this achieves. And you've basically in itself, you've damaged your IP so badly at this point that you have to kind of really do full on damage control and really do fan service. But fan service doesn't come from focus groups. It comes from seeing what is said online and reacting in that measure and kind of making a product that's similar to it. I know that again you're doing reaction, but what you've done is you've already gone off a massive tangent and you've created something that people didn't want. And I think like you need to kind of reestablish perspective. But I don't understand what this is going to do again. And again, you're in the same area. You're in the Los Angeles area in London. Does everyone go to London from the UK that's a Life is Strange fan? Just France and the other places in the world that not count for fans who are in there. And same with like in the US, is every Life is Strange fan in California or something? Can like something like that to me?
Specifically LA. Specifically like in the LA area. It's like
expensive
I know there's like Life is Strange
area, by the way, as well. Should we have that?
Because like that's the thing. Like, why aren't we going to the Pacific Northwest at least? Why aren't we going to Seattle to do this? And that's the only thing. You're only going to 2 specific spots. 2. That's it. And you're getting perspectives on London and LA.
Yeah.
And nothing in Middle America. Nothing in Middle America, nothing in rural Manchester. Manchester's rural, ain't it?
Well, I think like the other reason would be offices and where they are. The Square's obviously based in London as well.
Sure.
So they're doing it, but again, it's not giving you a demographic and search. Like when other people do focus groups, they are far ranging and wide, and the people you want to bring in. And I always make this joke because it's one of the best TV shows ever made, and they were so spot on about it with that Poochie sketch in the Simpsons with Rod. What's his name now? The guy who makes the Itchy and Scratchy, Roger something. I can't remember what his name is now off the top of my head. But like when they're trying to make it and they introduce the Poochie as a byproduct of a focus group, because they like these kids are like, we don't hate Itchy and Scratchy, we're just kind of bored of it, and they create this character just to add something, and then later on they kill him. It's like, oh, right, Itchy and Scratchy's back, and people just love it for that. But again, I really need to look at this, but I don't remember anything that's ever been born from a focus group that's done well. I'm kind of like clutching at straws here, even to think off the top of my head. Anything.
Well, I was formed from a focus group.
You were. There's some big questions there. Yeah. Was it a group of sharks that was like answering the survey? It's like they were filling it in.
We need somebody with ADHD, but also as a dickhead.
Yeah.
It's like, right, we can do that.
That would be me spawning then, wouldn't it? They're like, oh no, we need to add a bit more flavor to him. We give him a music person, and then you pop out. It's like, there we go.
Yeah, exactly. Like, do a little bit of a music trial. Like, why don't you do that?
I just don't know what they're doing here. This is just so. Oh God! Do you know what? As well,
it's like imagine that. I was even gonna say, like, imagine like every piece of art that ever was released first had to go through a focus group first.
Yeah.
I mean, really think about like, what if Fleetwood Mac, before they released Rumors, the Rumors album, pretty much Fleetwood Mac's greatest hits album, but it's just their album, and they're like, yeah, but like we gotta put it through a focus group first. Like is the chain really gonna hit that hard? We gotta put it through a focus group first. If every piece of art goes through a focus group, you're gonna have the most bland, vanilla, just tasteless art, and there will be no nuance to anything, man. And that's what it is. It's just a product. And again, we're talking about Bobby Kotick's strategy.
Yeah.
And where's the Tony Hawk series right now? Like, where is that? Like, we're getting the remakes, but like, does everybody remember Tony Hawk 5? Does everybody remember Guitar Hero World Tour? Like, does anybody remember Guitar Hero? Or was it Guitar Hero Beatles?
Yeah, Guitar.
Or was that
Rock Band Beatles?
That was Rock Band. That was Rock Band.
Those Guitar Hero World Tour, Metallica Live, Guitar Hero 3, 2. I'm swear there's another Guitar Hero spin-off as well, like a bit of a strange one. Was it Van Halen?
Yeah.
Or Van Halen in the game? Van Halen was in the game. I swear there's another Guitar Hero spin-off that was very weird.
But same thing with how Call of Duty was annualized, because focus groups go. That's why you heard all the time about like boots on the ground. We're finally going back to boots on the ground, because that's what focus group said.
So this is guitar. This was like, I remember Guitar. Oh god, it's like a nostalgia flashback. Guitar Hero, Adam, from 2005 to 2010. That was the release schedule of games, and then 2015 is the gap when Guitar Hero Live came back and obviously didn't do well. But like, look at this: Guitar Hero 2, Guitar Hero Encore rocks the 80s, Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock, Guitar Hero On Tour, Guitar Hero Aerosmith. That's what I was thinking of.
Aerosmith, yes.
Guitar Hero World Tour, Guitar Hero On Tour Decades, Guitar Hero On Tour Modern Hits, Guitar Hero Metallica, Guitar Hero Smash Hits, Guitar Hero 5, DJ Hero, Band Hero, Guitar Hero Van Halen. I was right about that. Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock, DJ Hero 2. That is in the space of 5 years, multiple entries across all kinds of things. You have a massive hiatus, then you bring it back Guitar Hero Live in 2015, and it just doesn't do anything. That's just
Bobby Kotick's strategy.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. Like, it's all focus groups and all products, and that's what Square Enix is doing. It's treating it like a product. It's just like, oh, let's see what the people of LA. No hate to people of LA, but like, if you're making a game only for people for London and LA, like, what about people who live in North Dakota?
Oh, also,
like
and what you're saying as well, it's like in the middle of the week as well. Like, are people free? Are these people just sitting around? Like, they're already in expensive cities as it is, so people have to commute usually in. And then on top of that, in the middle of the week, it's like, are people just sitting around? Are they just going to book days off work and then come in? Are they going to be able to attend? Are you going to invite them as well? Just loads. Do you know what? Should we just bleed this into the next piece, because it kind of like relates to it, and kind of overlap that as well? Because this is kind of like the more of the revelation, because we're kind of like skirting around the issue there. So let me pull us back up on the screen share. We'll come down to the bottom for you guys. So as you can see here on the screen, Adam, as well, it says a Reddit user I put on Twitter here on 9th of October. It was posted on Life is Strange Reddit. It says a Reddit user on Life is Strange Reddit has shared an email linked to the paid research events in London and LA in October and November. It looks like successful people who are picked for it will be invited to playtest for the event. And as you can see, the email says there, hello, my name is scribbled out, but it starts with a J-U, if you can see that. And I am a recruiter that works with the usability playtesting team at Square Enix. They forwarded me some information for a survey you took, and let me know that they think you might be a good candidate for a playtest on Monday and Tuesday, the 3rd of November and 4th of November. It would run from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. both days, and as a thank you, they would give you $500 for your time. And
bro,
just before
can
that,
I go?
Yeah. As you can see here, I just looked at it today. It's been deleted.
Look at that.
Deleted by the person that posted it. So, yeah.
Dang, I want $500 to play test. Can I Can me 500? Me $500?
$500. Nah, just going on to the market.
I'll sell my soul for $500. Let's go, dude. That's money for a new tattoo, baby. Let's do this.
And do you know what the wild part is as well? Like, we only talked about this recently on a StrangeCast episode. We talked about the marketing and the money that Square was losing on money and marketing. And I warn you, this is a very, very clear sign of a lot of things that Square's doing wrong, including on their side as well. A lot of it's on their side, but like a lot on their side in terms of the money and the spending on this. It's so weird. It's like I remember like tweeting out, like, I think it was like a year ago or something, saying like they were hell bent on the direction they were going in, and people just didn't like really believe it, and it's like you're seeing it. You're seeing Welcome to Caledon University. You're seeing all those things that they're doing. They had this planned. They had a pipeline plan. This was a spanner in the works, and this was despite the leak that happened. Do you remember the leak we covered about Aperture, but like the state that the game was in and how it came out? And I very much know why it ended up like that as well. But it's like, the state of that game as well, and everything else that happened with it. And they thought that was a good product. They genuinely thought that was a good product. The way the game came out, that game has been shipped. Double Exposure, it exists, and look at the state of it in terms of like the bugs and everything else with it, how poorly quality and how poorly developed it is in areas. They were fine with that, and it's like with this as well. Playtest session for those days. I mean, like, it kind of tells you what's happening there as well.
That's it's gonna be fun.
What are you going to play test there, Adam? What do you think you'd play test at that event?
What do you think I would play test?
Yeah, what do you think they make you play test in that event? What do you think they're going to show people?
They're going to show them baby pictures of me. Just like, you're just going to scroll through little baby pictures of me with the little elf ears and the dimples. And they'll be like, oh, look at that. Like, he was once a happy little child, and now he's sad and alone in a podcast studio. What went wrong? What did he do wrong?
What went wrong? That's how we start the conversation.
So many hopes and dreams, and now he's on a podcast with a British guy. So many things went wrong.
So many things went wrong there. It's interesting to see how this all plays out and what they're going to gauge from this as well. I'm very sure what they're going to see and what they're going to get from this. But it's like, what feedback do you collect from it? Because like they used to do this in they still think they do it in journalism events as well. It's like you have a boot camp where it's like you go out and play the game. You give you like 40% of the game, you can review it, and there's preview events and stuff. But this is very in depth. And it's going to gauge a lot of research and whatnot from what you can see and what you're going to play from it.
Because like, man, it's just so weird, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it's just.
Can I just say something to you?
Yeah.
And this is, and I want to be very careful with people when I say this as well. It's not like, oh, we know something. Not too long ago, on one of the podcast episodes, I said to Adam, we can't talk about something because things keep changing, and they change like milk every day. So if you say something, it's like next day it changes. Literally off podcast, I was talking to Adam about just things that I can't unfortunately say. But it's like, when I said it to you, for example, wasn't that just like the example of like everything has just changed again? Like it was almost like another dynamic has just changed, or like a spanner has been thrown in the works there. Again, it's like that's the kind of thing, the situation with the franchise. Like it's constantly just, you have no cohesion, no kind of clean full picture of anything. It's just constantly changing. It's like even with this, what does this do for the minute? Are you collecting research? For example, if you're playing D2 off this, are you collecting research off that to build for a future entry? Or, for example, are you getting people to test this and then thinking, do we even release this game? Because I'm still saying that as well. I still think that you're going to see this game, but you can't guarantee this game doesn't get scrapped completely. Like that, there's a real scenario with that game with this, because think about it.
The way I see this, right? And as somebody who is being part of playtest, which, by the way, first time ever, I wore a developer badge to Oak City Indie. That was fun. They're like, oh, you're a developer? I'm like, I make music and sound design. So coding is not my thing. But as somebody who like does these playtests and I hear feedback, and I go into like these indie game devs, and we do playtests with like other fans and like with each other. What we're looking for is more of like, does the game play well? Are you enjoying your time? Are you like really like invest into this? Are there bugs? Like there's a lot of times, by the way, shout out to MechTech, because MechTech, Sam's the developer's name. He'll like do online, right? And make sure there's nothing like in the way when we're doing online beta tests for his game. So like it's just making sure. What I see from this initial like play test and like reviews and all that, it's not like, will it run? Are you enjoying your time? What I'm seeing is that like, will this product sell? like, we're going to give you $500 if you tell us that. So let me read this. They forwarded me information for a survey that you took. Let me know that you think you might be a good candidate for a playtest. So making sure that, like, hey, he's a major Life is Strange fan. Will this sell? Will this sell? And the same thing with this. Like, we're going to LA and London. Will it sell in the biggest markets?
Yeah.
You know, which is, again, I don't think it's a bad thing initially. Like, do you want your game to sell? Of course. Like, that's the whole point. It's like, hey, you're putting a lot of time into this. Will it sell? But what I'm thinking is, like, I feel like this is the only motive with
Yeah.
these playtests. Does it make sense? Like, they don't
Yeah.
care if it runs. They just care if it sells.
Yeah, because like one of the things that happens here, it's to kind of talk about even sometimes with like UK government policy, sometimes quote unquote leaks, but it's kind of put out there as a
Yeah.
feeler, see what the sentiment is. And I can see the strategy behind it, but it's equally not a good approach because sometimes you have to stick by your convictions. If you make a decision, you make it. So it's the same with yourself. Like if you make a decision to make a song, you don't want to get other people's opinions on it. So it's like if you were composing a song, would you really want my opinions? Because I'm just going to butter you up and think it's amazing. But would you really want to show
Yeah.
other people whilst you're making it in the development of a game, because they could easily sway your opinion on something, and it might not be helpful because then your product and your design isn't on your vision, it's based on other people's, and you start doing that spiraling effect. This, for example, there was a post in the Reddit thread I'll pull up in a minute as well. Someone said like they tested or they claimed that they tested Last of Us Part 2 and it still came out. People felt the same way about the story then when they played it compared to what the audience thinks now. But yeah, I agree with what you're saying as well, because like this just screams like an ulterior motive on what's happening. And ultimately, as you saw with Double Exposure and how it came out in the state that it did, it could still come out. There's nothing stopping this. It's what you're gaining in terms of the feedback and the research and everything else. But like when you even said that, when it's like you said it's a major Life is Strange fan, is it a major Life is Strange fan? What defines that Life is Strange fan? Is it, for example, the guy from Kind of Funny, I can't remember his name is now.
Oh, Blessing.
Blessing, yeah. So is it Blessing, for example, major Life is Strange fan, or is it Alex Dream
One
Prison?
of us. Yes.
You have to use it, Alex
One
Dream
of
Prison.
any one of you, the audience,
Yeah.
because we love you so much. But like, quite literally, is it Blessing or is it people who
Yeah.
listen to this podcast who are invested so much in the Life is Strange universe that they're subscribing to two people who are off the rockers talking about Life is Strange? Like, is it that type of fandom? You know, because like I would want. Excuse me, sorry, allergies coming up here in North Carolina. But like, I would want any one of our audience members to play test this because they are so invested. I don't ever think that like they subscribe to us. I think they subscribe to Life is Strange. I think they subscribe to Life is Strange talks. They want more discussion on Life is Strange. That they are just like, I want to post up weekly to talk more about Life is Strange. You know, but like none of this audience will ever get this opportunity.
No.
You know, because they're not going to listen to them. They're going to listen to like, yeah, but like, what's the easiest way to make money?
Yeah.
Like, what's the bare minimum we can do to make money? Is Square Enix saying? You know, not necessarily what Deck 9 is saying, but what Square Enix is saying. You know,
And then they don't look at the micro elements within that. So it's like when the decision to get rid of Chloe Price from DE was done. It's like the micro element within that is that it's a very the franchise has been lifted by a very big LGBTQIA plus society, like, you know, background, and then people in there as well who have like really supported the Price Field connection. But instead, they've looked at, for example, people who aren't Price Field, then who don't like Chloe Price, and they're selling the game on that metric. So instead of selling to Price Field, where you'd make a lot of money by selling even plushies and stuff like that, and even just showing an adult Chloe, for example, and making like, you know, their wildest dreams are wild, like, you know, I think it's just that, for example, they just missed the cue of who the Life is Strange fan and what is the Life is Strange fan. Again, this could just be someone who wants to play testing money. Like people do play testing for all kinds of games, and they're not franchise friends. They're just, you can lie in a play test, you can just sneak your way in. This happens.
There's one person I think. Do you think that Michael Koch is going to be a playtester?
He's going to come in like Mr.
Just go in a cowboy hat, like, howdy, my name is Michael Koch.
Oh God, howdy. Yeah, that he could be there.
That's gonna be my next tattoo. Is Michael Koch tattoo.
Michael Koch tattoo. So basically, this is I'll pull this up because it's important for you, for all you people, because it relates to the testing group. So as you can see, this is Michael Koch / me, probably more me for example. So
Michael Koch.
this is me
Mr.
attending the play testing session in London, yeah. And then
Yeah.
this is me and Adam at the playtesting session when I get found out for not being Mr. Snob. And Adam is jetpacking me away, as you can see there. There we go. He's taking me away as a defense. So yes, I think that's probably more accurate. That, but actually, whilst we're here, Adam, I'll pull that Last of Us Part 2 comment up as well quickly for people.
Yeah, go for it.
It's in the Reddit post, and then we'll move on from that because there's a lot of things that you guys can take away from what's being shown there. As you can see here, I'm going to go down. Someone put here as well. Someone put frequently playtester here. You're completely off the mark. I'm not reading the original comment. Playtesting is done for even the largest of games. I playtested Last of Us Part 2, and the story didn't change one bit, despite being over a year before it came out. And all we know and we all know how popular the story was when it came out. And playtesters also hated it.
Yeah,
which I agree with as well. I hate that story, but like it makes sense that it's in that kind of way. But I think that's an example because
someone said Nicefield. Nicefield. When is it my turn to get paid 500? That's what I'm saying. When can I get paid $500?
Well, you get a downvote for that.
Oh my god.
You get a tricky. Well, it's like for example, like you can't like that's spot on because like if the game is done, right? What are you gonna do? You're gonna change it. Like you can't, the game is done. Like what they can do, like start making random feedback and changes. It's just
like my god, it's just backwards.
It's Death Spiral, Adam. It's Death Spiral. You're literally just doing the same thing, repeating, and hoping for a different outcome from it. It's not going to achieve what they want.
Yeah, no. Disappointing. Just disappointing. It's all it is. It's disappointing. Yeah. I guess we can move on to the next piece of news because it's all it is. It's disappointing.
Yeah, I think that's the ultimate, thing to take away from, which is very disappointing. Adam, as you can see here, this is a big piece of news, which again we didn't cover because we were busy in terms of taking a break. This is from Corwin.
Yes.
Is it Corwin Cantin? I'm just going to double check that. Yes, it's Corwin Cantin, who works at Deck 9, is a senior
Perfect ratio.
Yes, senior motion capture producer at Deck 9. And I'm going to get back on the screen because I've just lost everything. There it is. Yeah, as you can see here, Corwin put as well a week ago. I always wondered when the day would come that I'd write this. Today was my last day with Deck 9 for the studio, although this industry is in pain right now, and that was a factor in this change. I'm fortunate enough to have the next adventure lined up. Few have that luxury, and so while it's sad to depart, I need to move close actually. Know that I'm leaving in positive conditions. I'm able to share more of that in the coming weeks. Nearly 9 years at Deck 9, I never would have dreamed I'd be in the first video game gig in my first video game for this long. I owe it to the incredible teams over the years for giving me so many opportunities. You all believed and trusted in me even when I didn't believe in myself. Leaving today, I walk away with the best of friends, the love of so many talented artists, multiple games under my belt, and even a co-worker's dog. She's mine now, though. The road hasn't been any close to easy, but I tell you, I stuck around for this long before the heart felt from each. Sorry, before the heart, because the heart felt from each dev. I'm going to zoom into this actually. It's going to make my life a lot easier. Yeah. There we go. From each dev, made it feel easier. If there's any parting advice I can give, it's that lead with your heart. It's what led to the success of all of our projects, and it's the core of any memory that I've worked at the studio. I have a relentless amount of pictures from the past decade before here, and some select that I'm quite fond of. They tell a little bit of the story of what it's been like working at Deck 9 for so long. I'll always look back at these photos with fondness. Cheers and much love, Corwin. And as you can see here, I'm going to scroll through some of the pictures that are here, obviously on the motion capture set of Deck 9's studio. I believe that's from The Expanse. And then just, yes, a variation of different photos as well. There's Hannah with Corwin. Is that Brian, who's Alderman. I think it's Brian.
Yeah.
As you can see there, just many photos. There's there's Emily Morey as well, appearing,
Yeah, Emily.
and Katy
We
Bentz.
all love Emily Morey.
Yes, Emily Morey. Xenia
Yes.
Scott, Han Soto, Anastasia. I miss Anastasia. She's best. And as you can see that, more and more devs from the motion capture team, and a lot of photos from Corwin from the time on the motion capture set. There's the dog as well. I think they make you happy, as Madam. And there's the photo from Double Exposure, I think, post as well. There's Sam, who plays Vin in the back. There's Samantha Bowling, who plays Amanda from Double Exposure. And as you can see, there's some messages, Adam. There's quite a lot, actually, from the actors. There's Katy Bentz is in there. Ashlyn Hideman's in there. Samantha Bowling's in there. Stacey's in there. Hannah's in there. Sam's in there, who we just mentioned before. Brian's in here, I think, as well. Let me have a look. There's Brian. A lot of actors and messages as well. There's Dan Roche. I think he's the producer in The Expanse, I think it is. Top of my head. Quite a lot as well, which is crazy. So, thingy. There's Hannah's message with kindness. But Corwin, we love you so much. You're the sweetest soul and the hardest worker with the hugest heart. Having you there every step of the way, there, always being so kind and loving to me, is one of the reasons I was able to do my job successfully. I'll never forget when you gave me the big news that I got the role of Max again. You deserve all the best, and your next gig is so lucky to have you. And that was just one of the messages. As Stacey as well, it's always a pleasure working with you, Corwin. Cheers to your next adventure. Samantha Bowling there as well, saying, "Oh my love, my friend, you're such a gift to us all. One of my favorite colleagues, possibly ever. You're a real talented, funny sweetie, and I'm proud to know you, proud of you, and proud of what we made together, and proud of the process of doing so. Cheers to you, to Deck 9, to the next chapter, to which I formally request a front row seat, please." Again, there's Ashlyn as well. I'm so thankful I had the chance to work with you, Corwin. You're so incredible, and one of the best parts about working at Deck 9. Thank you for all the work you've done with all you've done for us. I'm so excited to see where the next chapter takes you, and also Katy Bentz as well there. Corwin, I could go on for days. You were the first producer on that set I genuinely felt cared. You cared about my well-being, my safety, and all things, big and small. You made me feel heard and seen. You're incredible to work with, and I can't wait to see what you conquer next. I have no doubt you will bring pure joy and excellence wherever you go. I'm also grateful to call you one of my good friends. You're the best, Cohen. All love. And I'll just pull up Brian's as well whilst we're here, because I've read everyone else's side. But sir, I give you the slow clap to a standing ovation. You are one of a kind, and I shall miss the rock of the mocap experience. I remember your first day. I remember I shouldn't date myself like that. I hope I will pass across again. It was an absolute pleasure working with you for my friend. And thank you. Brian was working on Before the Storm back in the day, if you're wondering. He was there for ages, doing stuff with Deck 9 on mocap. But as you can see, a lot of reactions there, Adam, for Corwin's departure.
Shame. Yeah, it's another one from Deck 9. Just God, it's just a real shame. Good that he's leaving on good terms. Other than our next piece, but yeah, I'm glad that he left on his own terms and he put in his work, and hopefully he's like safeguarded with another good career move. Yeah, it looks like he was well loved though, and I think that's the biggest thing that I found in the games industry, is that if you're a good person to work with, then you won't have like too much trouble finding a job. You'll have 10% more likelihood you'll find a new job. But good on him leaving on good terms.
Yeah. I would have loads of opportunities, because I'm always good to work with.
Oh yeah, where are you now?
Yeah, very, very sad. I think I don't really think I need to say much more. I think people can paint pictures here, because, well, yeah, very
you want to
sad.
move on to the next piece of news that kind of like connects?
Yeah, I like that. Thank you for that. But yeah, no, very, very sad news. He's been there for a long, long time, and I remember seeing him in a lot of photos with Webb and the other motion capture developers. You'd see him in any, if you go on there's tons of Deck 9 motion capture videos on YouTube where they talk about behind the scenes, and Corwin was very much there. But senior motion
Now that I
capture
see his face, I didn't know the name Corwin, but once I saw his face, I was like, oh yes, I just didn't know his name.
Yeah, he was always like, he always just pop when you like there's like a lot of motion capture series, and he's always there. And I only ever heard amazing things. I remember Stace coming on when I did the first interview. She just talked really highly of Corwin and what he was offering there, and they're all great as well. The entire motion capture team at Deck 9 is great as well. But I think it's very it's very reflective of the climate and the situation and stuff. So yeah, an absolute shame. But we'll continue the trend of bad news on as we move into the next topic. Which is always a bit of a thingy one. So Adam, it's actually on Twitter. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Up on screen. Yeah. As you can see here, this was Celia Duffala, who worked on the motion capture production for Life is Strange, Double Exposure, and The Expanse, has now been laid off from Deck 9. September marked the last month, so this came out before Corwin's, and then she also joined Deck 9 since 2022, and she put there, after a rewarding few years at Deck 9, I've unfortunately been impacted by the recent layoffs, and I'm now excited to exploring my new adventure. During my time at Deck 9, I excelled in team leadership, data management, quality control, and technical production. If you're looking for someone who can dive right into a new role and hit the ground running, I'm your person. If you know of any opportunities or just want to reconnect, I'd love to hear from you. Let's chat. And then I think this was just another one I just kind of potted as well. This is Eric Drobile, who is a senior animator on Life is Strange Double Exposure. And he put here as well, and just amid that news as well, he put, does anyone know what Deck 9's mass layoff count is from the past 2 years or so? It has to be a kind of record.
Yeah.
Which
yeah, that's what I mean, dude. It's like, it's just poor leadership and poor it's poor marketing. It's
do you know what?
I don't know Mark Lyons, right? CEO of Deck 9. I don't know him personally. I've never met the guy, but I'm sorry. I've worked in a lot of different places, man. And when you have this many layoffs, it's one thing to have a layoff. It's one thing to have like, hey, we're losing numbers. Like, again, I've been laid off before. I've been laid off from restaurants before. And like, it happens, right? But the amount of layoffs that Deck 9 has seen, the amount of turnover that Deck 9 has seen, the amount of talent that they've lost, that is purely poor management. It is purely just like, I don't care about people, I care about product. The people within Deck 9 care about the art that they're putting in. But this many layoffs and this much talent loss is purely like unhinged management. That's all it comes down to.
So I would partly agree with that. I still think a lot of it does fall on management. I'd say at least 75% falls on management.
Yeah.
I would equate the other 25% to market, to the climate, because there's certain things that are currently out of their control. Deck 9 is not a single entity which is struggling within this climate to get a game out. And then also, it's that kind of thing when Michel said, like, you pray to get a game out sometimes nowadays. That wasn't even a thing that you heard 10 years ago. Like, the climate is horrible. Look at Don't Know trying to market its own games, trying to sell them. You have Claire Obscure, which has a big success.
Which is why I said, like, layoffs happen. Like, we talked about the Don't Know Montreal layoffs.
Yes.
Right? They happen because of the market. When I say that it's purely the management, it's the amount of layoffs that have happened. Don't Nod, it's like it okay, I'm gonna be fair here. I'm gonna be fair and say the Don't Nod Montreal layoffs also had to do with poor management, right? But then that 25%, like you said, is the market. Like, it wasn't marketed correctly.
Yeah.
A layoff happened because of marketing conditions and a lack of seeing into the future. Like, unfortunately, the CEO did not see into the future, right? What Eric is bringing up here, what Eric Drobile is, like, this man, in the same way with Microsoft right now with their layoffs, the amount of layoffs is like, dude, like,
so
I agree shooting yourself in the foot.
I agree with everything you're saying, because I think, like, obviously the Don't Know Montreal situation, which you were implying as well, is that it's out of their
Mm.
control because it's Don't Nod France that makes that decision where it's like you need to lay off
Yeah.
X amount of staff members because Montreal can't really make that decision. It's more on the French publisher that's going to do
And I'll
it.
be fair. And I'll be
And
fair and say, like,
yeah,
Don't Know Montreal, it might have been poor management. Like, I'll be fair in saying that.
yeah,
Uh,
I think
but Deck 9, dude.
I think
Wow,
like
what a way to shoot yourself in the foot.
yeah, I completely agree because I think like with where management gets pinned the blame, for example, it's like when you basically build a studio up to like almost a peak of 200 people, and then you don't
Yeah.
leverage out the motion capture service because it's like you basically have at the minute. Then you have where Pickers Gill, you have Zach Andrews. I think even Sylvia Gregory was the performance director at one point. She did like a lot of the casting and stuff. She did the Before the Storm remastered collection and also the Life is Strange one. And basically, at that point, you can start leveraging out your service because you're making all kinds of different games, different. Like, 'cause for example, Zach shoots The Expanse with Kara G. You've had a SAG protocol set, so it's like, why are you not doing it from that point onwards? You have a studio now as 2 performance directors. Lease out your license, get it there because you can't just roll the dice earlier this year and then do the co-dev service and then think it's going to take off because the climate has taken an ugly turn and it takes time as well for projects to roll out, like, for people to put the money into, motion capture and funding. So it's kind of like they are at fault. I'm not going to say that. I'm not trying to sit here and defend Mark
You're not
Leons
trying to
for
like, you're
or
not
trying
trying
to
to
trying to get a job
lick
myself.
CEOs,
No, I'm just
like
trying.
I get where you're coming from. I understand where you're at.
Yeah, because
I'm just like we've both worked under really crappy managers.
yeah,
And it's just like I see the telltale signs of like a really crappy manager, dude. And this is one of those telltale signs. And again,
it'll pop up in the corner now.
amount,
If I had editing effects,
yeah,
it would be a photo of here, John Stauder, and it'd say John Stauder remembers that.
yeah,
But
yeah, good. He better. And like I said though, like the amount that you've axed the double exposure team,
yeah,
like they're all gone essentially.
yeah,
It's poor management. Like
yeah,
it's like it's only Deck 9 that I can think of that are having this many
yeah.
layoffs all at once. Like even Ubisoft is like we're not hearing a lot about layoffs in the amounts in terms of ratio. In terms of
I think they've
ratio.
just,
Yeah, because like Ubisoft has had layoffs
I think they've just
pretty
announced another
recently.
one recently. I think it was this week as well.
Ubisoft did? Yeah.
Massive Entertainment, that's the one. They've
Yeah.
announced voluntary layoffs at the minute before.
Voluntary layoffs. That's nice. Great.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, another poor
So
management. Like you don't have the balls to like say who gets stay.
yeah.
You guys decide. Please don't make me the bad guy, please.
So like
Fuck
as
off.
I said, I'm not defending. I think that there is like things that are out of their control as business people.
Yeah,
Like what kind of thing.
you've worked more corporate than I have, so like your perspective is a little different than mine.
And well, I agree with
Yeah,
you completely because it is on like ultimately if the top of the chain falls apart, it falls apart. Like we can't blame Blockbuster's managers who have run the separate stores for the reason it is still management's decision not to innovate when Netflix was around or even buy Netflix. They should have bought it, to be honest. But like hindsight something.
yeah,
It's more about there is the massive part is on management for not making strategic decisions, i.e., for example, leveraging talent out and using other ways of making it. Because, for example, I was pointing this out, you have so much stuff, and I don't know how much Square Enix has got control over it and stuff, but if they have posted on YouTube and whatnot, why don't you release the behind the scenes motion capture stuff on like YouTube and monetize it? Why don't you make it on
yeah.
TikTok, for example, and make extra income where there's like streams, even if it's small for a business, it makes funding where you can start putting things into place where you start leveraging out other services. Why didn't Deck 9 just do a motion, like a podcast, for example, like internally? But again, if that's the publisher's decision, they might not want to do something like that. But I think ultimately, the only difference with trying to compare it to the big entities, Microsoft, Meta, anything from the Magnificent Seven, they were smart enough, because I know people aren't going to let me say this, they were very
Yeah.
strategic in the sense that when everyone was hiring tons of people from home during the COVID pandemic and they were basically upscaling, Microsoft, Meta, Apple, Nvidia, any company like that can get away with this because, for example, Microsoft is laying people off now, but they're doing that because they're going into earnings season. They're also doing it as well because they are a big enough company where they're bringing so much money, they don't have to worry about retaining staff, bringing staff in. If you have Microsoft in your CV, it looks amazing. People will always want to work at Microsoft no matter whatever happens. So for them, they're in a better business position as a big entity. So like they're comfortable with it. The only problem is when you start thinking like Deck Nine goes out of there and it's like, well, we can like act like Microsoft. It's like, no, you can't. Know your role, stay in your lane. And that's the important thing. You
Yeah.
have to stay within your business parameters. You can't just start, it's not like me coming on here with Adam like, well, the Patreon money came in. Should we go and, buy a Lamborghini and do that? It's like, no. It's like, because obviously
no, we should not do that.
yeah, and you stay within the kind of contents of that. So it's like with the Patreon users, they know what anything comes in, you help, and we are very forever grateful. It supports this, it covers this service. So it means that I can now leverage out things which I'm currently planning to do with getting other things in the channel. But you have to be smart with your decisions and pragmatic with it. This, for example, didn't scream that. So when the reactions like this come out, it makes sense. And then also you leave a bad taste in people's mouths. For example, we just spoke to a developer on this channel for this podcast backer, and man was out there getting diapers for his child, comes home and you tell him he gets laid off. And I'm like,
during his parental leave.
Yeah. I'm like, really? Like, man is still a man. He is human. And you're treating him like that. And then you go and read the Glassdoor reviews and whatever else of it. And, you always go and read the Glassdoor reviews of any company. You always see it as well. You see how people feel about the sentiment of it. This, for example, again, yeah, I completely agree with you. A lot of it is on Deck Nine's management. They made very bad decisions, especially with the talent they had. But again, I still factor in that small factor that the climate has just screwed them over equally, but not enough for Deck Nine not to put provisions in place to plan for the future. They didn't plan for the future. They're working the short and medium term, not the future. And that's a bad, bad business approach.
Yeah. I hate everything about this. I hate it. I love Corwin going out on his own terms. I hate that Mark Lyons is doing all this to Deck Nine that made a game that I really like. That being Before the Storm, and also I like True Colors.
I thought you were going to say Double Exposure then, but anyway. Adam,
I love Double Exposure.
We got a couple of pieces of news. Let's go and see his last pieces, and then we'll wrap up for side A. And people can watch side B for our Double Exposure anniversary video.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. I was hoping someone would say, yeah, it was. Adam, Emma Vieceli is in the news. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. I'm also in the news. I saw this on Blue Sky, and I almost shit myself because I was like, what have I done? But no, I was actually with good attention. So I obviously posted this, if you remember as well, just because I found it on Reddit, with the Life is Strange Digital Deluxe Edition, posted all the other stuff. And I even said here as well, for example, there's been no mention of the exclusive prose story from Emma Vieceli, which was posted by a lot of online publications, like in terms of outlets that were reporting it. And Emma popped up, Adam, and she said yeah, Titan were going to put something up about that, and I'm guessing they haven't, ? I'm afraid that was never a thing. I was asked, but couldn't take it on and had to say no. Somehow, the the solicit, whatever it is. Yes.
Solicit.
Solicit, yeah. Okay.
Solicit.
Still had the wrong info on it, but I was never contracted for the job. So there's me. Reaction to Emma not doing pro story. And I did say I wish that she comes back. She's support. I know X maybe one day. And thank you. And this was about her musical as well, which you can go and check out. But yes, Emma Vieceli pro story is not going to be in that exclusive pro story. She was not doing it. Like, can we just? Why did no one check the product description that was sent out to retailers? Like, did you not think we now know, for example, that pro story was going to be a thing, but then you pulled it because you couldn't get it? Am I like just going into into an era of like just people doing not oversights, like glaring oversights on things? It's like, are we really in that era of things?
Square Enix, baby. I know previously I had thrown Mark Lyons under the bus here, but it really also like majority of it is Square Enix poor management, dude. Awful management, dude. And I think it has a lot to do with this. I know Titan has things to do with this, but Square has their hand on Titan. Square has their hand on Deck Nine. Square will now have their hands on this Life is Strange TV show. And we've seen just like from the past decade of how much Square Enix, like they just market things and they say like, oh, it didn't meet our expectations. obviously your expectations didn't pan out because
Yeah.
you tried to contact Emma and probably at like the last minutes, like, oh, Emma will write a prose novel. Don't worry, we'll get her to do it. And then she just says like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
And so like their expectations aren't met because they have stupid expectations, like really poor expectations. So that's nice. I Square Enix, god dang it, dude. But still, send me a free sweater. Square, I'll accept your free sweaters. I like sweaters, but yeah,
It's just very. I can't do it anymore. Like they when you said they put their hands on everything, it just means that they will have like a look at things when they go out and stuff like that. But just can't understand how Titan and Square just didn't even see that. It's like, oh, let's get rid of that, and rather than sending it out to every other retailer that got it, so it's like it kind of was there in the domain. And it's annoying as well because like the book does look nice and I want it as well, and there's like a lot of pros with it and like the behind the scenes stuff. But that would have just added the extra flavor to it because they are charging quite a bit for it. It's like it's a shame that wasn't something there, but to be honest as well, I don't know how much Emma really wants to be involved in the series at this point, based on the way it's going. She might actually come back in as like a god at this point, but considering the way that the series is kind of like hitting low points, like it's just crazy. But yeah, it's such a shame.
Did I tell you actually I was actually in your house when you got this news?
Oh, were you?
I was, and I actually got a photo of you. I hope you didn't mind.
That's me.
Yeah, I actually got a little bit of a little picture of you.
That sums up my life in a lot of ways at the minute. I'm just not sleeping though. I'm like lying over and just looking at TikToks to send to Adam, or like neglecting the streak.
You haven't sent me TikToks. I've saved our streak like in the past 3 days. So and you always send me TikToks and just like, oh, better not end our streak. And I'm the one saving it every time.
Been a turbulent period at the moment. But yeah, that's that. So yeah, let's wrap through our last pieces of news and then we can move into we'll wrap up this part of the show. So shame though about the Emma situation, but we have to roll forward, unfortunately. So I'm going to pull us back onto the bottom screen here. As you can see, Adam, October 20th, Life is Strange. 10 years ago, Life is Strange episode 5 Polarized was released. What do you think of the episode? That was posted on Square Enix's Life is Strange Twitter account and the other feeds. Little video as well. So episode 5 there. As you can see, don't know here. The loop is closed. Life is Strange is now 10 years old. Happy birthday to all of you. Thank you for crying. Thank you for still being here. Which is always quite nice. And as you can see here, Christian Divine. Yes. And you can see him on October 21st. He's posted there saying, quote unquote, all those moments between us were real and they always will be ours. Which is very cool. And then here he is, the gaffer.
Michael Koch.
Michael Koch is here. Cowboy hat tips. But here, we really had no idea back then. We were just crafting our little story about two little girls in our idolized Pacific Northwest town, mixing our French take on US TV tropes with our love for Twin Peaks, Buffy, and the X-Files. What a journey. Thank you to you all. Which,
nice.
Gotta love it. Great to see for Life is Strange. 10 years, Adam, on episode 5 Polarized. Absolutely crazy. And that wraps up the 10 years of Life is Strange as well, which is always one hell of a milestone to reach. We also have the 10-year anniversary of David, the table. I'm on it.
The table. On it, Max.
Oh God almighty. It's so funny that scene. But yeah, crazy. See that. Oh, actually, Adam, I can't believe this is so disrespectful for me. I'm gonna pull this back up. Apologies. Hang on a second. Can't believe I almost.
Oh yes, you forgot.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go. The man himself.
The legend.
The legend.
Yay. Yes.
So Alejandro Arque, former Square Enix developer, also put that. It was a hell of a journey. I still don't believe it was 10 years ago. Thanks to everyone who played it. Loved it. Cry with it, and keeps it alive nowadays, which is amazing. And I think also as well, just for fun thing there as well, there's Des that we talked about with his
10 years.
10 years. Producer on Life is Strange 1, which is crazy. So yeah,
Alejandro, come back on the show, man. We miss you.
I should really. Yeah, I think he might be near London. Maybe he's at the playtest event.
That'd be fun.
He goes in with his mustache, Mr. Snub style.
My name's not Alejandro. It's Alex. Alex Arque.
But I swear they call him Alex though. Luke and Michel call him Alex, don't they?
I guess so. Yeah, I think so.
Which is always interesting. I wonder what. I wonder that.
Mm.
Maybe Alejandro called him Bag of Dust, and that's why he calls him Alex instead. He's like, I'm not going to call you Alejandro. It's like, because you call me
Loose
Bag of Dust.
dust.
Luke's Bag of Dust. See, there you go. Look at that. Do you know what? If you start selling that in Canada, I'm going to be like, where's my royalties? First the Arcade eBay collection, and now this.
I was a bully back in the elementary school days, so I know a few name drops here and there.
Yeah, I'm gonna. If Luke does that as well, I'm gonna get Stelio Contos to break his stall. And play the music in the background. If you get the reference, you get the reference. Stelio.
Yeah.
Right. Should we go into our last piece, Adam, quickly before we wrap up?
Yes.
Because I think we have to end this on the high note because we're all in pain, and I think this person heals the pain as she always does. As you can see there, the goat Ashly Burch, one of the goats, put there as well on that I'm happy you're here. Instagram post say we're filming again. We keep an eye out for I'm Scared of Therapy series, which will teach you all about finding a good therapist and different types of therapy that are out there. If you haven't yet, check out I'm Happy You're Here on YouTube. And as you can see, there's Ashly Burch in a photo with a gun. So as you will, and then Adam, I'm going to pull up the next piece of all because I can just light it in. And I go, there goes the service. Thank you for that. So I was knocks off that. Just give up there. Here you go. And back on the screen, and it's Ashly Burch again, as you can see that. I'm happy you're here on the Instagram account. I'm happy you're here on Brain. We just wrapped filming of I'm Scared of Therapy. Thanks to your generous donations. If you'd like to contribute to the show, go to the link there, as you can see on the video. And there's Ashly Burch being the goat.
I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad. The first episode was great. I thought it was great. So like, I'm Afraid of Therapy might be even greater. So yeah, I'm excited for this. Very excited for this.
It could be revealing of a lot of things as well. With therapy. But she's doing amazing things, and I love Ashly Burch. She's just so cool. I'd love to meet Ashly Burch. I thought we'd end up on a high note there. So yeah, thank you for joining us, guys. Let us know your thoughts in the comments about any of the topics. Are you going to the playtest event? Please leave us the thoughts in the comments and let us know what you thought about it. If you can, you're not an NDA. You get snatched out your chair when you do it as well. He'll be like, and I thought, and it's like ... and it's like, what's happened to ... and it's like just like SWAT teams on top of the person, like grabbing them down. But no, I hope you enjoyed it. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Stay tuned. This is the first part of the side A. And again, thank you for the patience. We are back, which is quite nice as well. It's just getting used to things. And obviously, side B will be our double exposure revisit. So bear with us for that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you are new here, I've completely forgot how to do this. When you do it religiously, you forget about something, right? Please subscribe, turn on notifications, like the video, share with your friends, help support the channel. It's always helpful. We're climbing to 2,200 subscribers. We are on social media as well, so go and follow us on there because you can get access to all the other content, news, stuff that we don't post on here. And also as well, StrangeCast is available on all podcast services. So check us out on Spotify with a video version, Apple Podcasts. Go and check us out there. Go and rate us, go and download us because you help boost our visibility. Bear with us. Lost Records Journal, Ruth Radley's episode will be out. And Sam Bradley's up next, so bear with us with that. But I'm very excited to show you that. There's a lot of great stuff that was happening in that episode. Some amazing... I was thinking about it recently. I was like, there's some things that he says in there which are just amazing, like little tidbits about Lost Records Bloom Rage. So if you are a huge Lost Records Bloom Rage fan, you'll be excited for it. And if you're not, well, go into the abyss. That's what's going to happen. Anyway, stay tuned.
Oh, thanks. And we thank for the Patreons as well.
And yes, thank you. See, look out of sync we are. We completely forgot that. Yeah, so here we go. So a big shout out to the Patreon subscribers, and I'm lost my notes there. And a big shout out to our Patreon subscribers: Kevin Lackner, Sunday, Clare McLoughlin, Jake Churchill, Carly, Godberry, Kevin Kestis, Clarks, Mr. Anslamy, Spunger, and The Lost Fan. So thank you so much for the continued support on Patreon. It's very much appreciated. And thank you to Adam for reminding me that as well. But yeah, we'll stay tuned. Next part's coming up soon. Take care, guys. Bye.
Later.
Ready for the mosh pit, Shaka Bra.